Dear friends, we're gathered here on a great day of competition law, and thank you for making our day. We're expecting around 400 plus people, lawyers, non-lawyers, and we're very excited to host the second Advanced Competition Law Conference of ELIG Attorneys at Law. This year, we are looking into an audience of bureaucrats and university professors and teachers and, of course, students. About 50 of the 400 plus would, we believe, be students, then in-house lawyers, private practitioners, not only from Turkey, from very many countries. According to the confirmations of people arriving in, I know that people from Belgium, Netherlands, the UK, China, Austria, Switzerland, Germany, and the US are with us today. And they have made the trip especially for this event, and I'm hoping that they're going to leave today having a satisfied level of improvement in competition law thought. This is a roster of speakers that I am extremely proud with, and I am also really very honored to have a direct connection with each of them in past academic platforms or in past professional collaborations. Today, first, we're going to hear from Judge Ian Forrester, and it's such a pleasure to say Judge Ian Forrester. He has sworn in as of October 7th, and now he is the EU General Court's judge. Before that, he was with a private law firm, actually the soul and spirit and everything of the particular office that he was at, and I was very privileged to work with him. We will then hear from Judge Doug Ginsburg, who is an extremely essential figure of US antitrust thought, and as you all know, his articles and his work has illuminated our way for very many decades. When I say very many decades, it is true because he was a professor at Harvard Law School while I was having the first 8 years of my life, so you can see what I'm talking about. And he is now with George Mason University, a professor there, and he is also a judge in the US, and we're very, very grateful that he made the trip and he's with us today. Then Frédéric Génie is visiting for the second time this event, which is only 2 years old. I'm hoping that every year for this event we can host him as we can the other distinguished speakers here. He is both an academician and a judge and a great thinker of competition law and competition economics, as you all know. So we will start with this roster of speakers, and then we will advance into the program. Eleanor Fox could not be with us today, and she sent her apologies, and she wanted me to explain that this was due to a health issue, not something that has to do with her, but something that has to do with her immediate family, so she apologized. Gregory Sidak couldn't be with us either, because he was under the impression that Turkey might be getting into a war with Russia, and he felt that this is not safe territory. I'm not being cynical. This was really the explanation, so I'm just, giving you the explanation as it was given to me, which teaches something to the students who are sitting in this room. How are you seen from outside of Turkey? So try to also develop an eye as to how people see when they look toward Turkey if they're not very familiar with the jurisdiction. People like Ian Forrester, they never get intimidated with these kinds of stuff because, he has been to Serbia for war crimes matters, and, some other people are really hardcore. The interesting thing about today, I think, is that we are deciding to turn this into an annual event. Last year, when I was doing my opening speech, the whole spirit of the opening speech was that we were celebrating our 10th year. and that's why that was such a grand event. Then someone said, why don't you do this every year? And in the same vein of my TED Talks, for those of you who have seen the TED Talks that I have delivered, where I was saying one has to say yes to events that lead to bonding possibilities, I said, yes, actually that's a good idea. The only problem was that we had done a grand event for the 10th year, so we had to surpass it. It seems every year we will have to surpass that, so it's going to get grander and grander. At some point, probably we're going to start competing with the ABA Spring or something.